the year, Triple H, once again. He has a run with the Kabuki Warriors. And once again, they feel like the biggest nothing on the planet. Jade and Bianca are going to win this. It makes no sense for them to not win this. The Kabuki Warriors are amazing and are not being allowed to show that they're amazing. Man, between Io Sky being champion, and we almost forgot how good she is until she reminded us at Mania 40, Shinsuke Nakamura being watered down. And that's got worse. That's got worse recently. And the Kabuki Warriors again being tag champs. Can they please book Japanese wrestlers properly? But y'all mother flubbers wanted Okada in WWE. Oh, shush. This is painful. Unforgivable what they have done with the Kabuki Warriors. Just put the belt on Jade and Bianca. Jade's a big star, yada yada. We know that, although apparently she's not up to WWE standards in wrestling. I still haven't seen her put on as good a match yet as she has done in AEW, but that's fine. She's still got plenty of time. Just put it on whatever the hell they're called. Jade and Bianca, give it to them. But do better by the Kabuki Warriors in the future. It won't happen. It's a whisper in the wind for nothing, but that's what I wish.
Wouldn't that be crazy? That would be so nuts. There's no way they would do it, so much so that's what I'm going to go with. Just because I want to win this year, I'm not only going to follow my heart, I'm just going to go with what the crowd responds to. And I'm going to go... You know what? The strong people are going to win. Kabuki Warriors, great, but I have a downward spiral right now. Because Bailey's not there while y'all losing. I know y'all should return some damage control should be wiped out, and because Bailey's your queen's not there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Whoa, I forgot the name for a sec. So yeah, they're gonna win, the strong team. And if they don't, they can eat a loss, but I don't want them to do. Yeah, Jade Cargill to win.
In yet another title match. Now, obviously, this pay-per-view is in Lyon, France. And as much as we have had new champions, which will be very interesting in their first title defense in this pay-per-view, we had retaining champions in this case for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And even though they have just been drafted to Raw, so it's new avenues for them, they can still go on that avenue without the tag team titles. At the same time, they can still go on that avenue with the tag team titles. For example, all champions are themed to Rome on all shows. But for me, the Kabuki Warriors, it was better when they were a full faction. You know, you could understand why every woman would literally hold the title -1. But Io Sky lost her women's championship to Bailey. Obviously, them turning on Bailey and it falling and hitting them right back in the face. And now we're down to the 4. And again, they haven't really done anything. The Kabuki Warriors haven't really done anything interesting with those belts, if you ask me. It's been good for the sake of the faction. It's good to see the kind of faction with all of them holding belts, but it's kind of cliche at the same time. When you have it with all factions doing it, it kind of gets boring. So, and again, like I said, they've not done anything really with those tag team titles besides hold them just for clout, for making Damage Control look good. Now we have a new tag team on the scene with newcomer Jade Cargill, who made her debut at the Royal Rumble, and Bianca Belair. Now you have a new tag team, an interesting tag team. A tag team that could really, really set the bar in the tag team division as well as bring it up and put some prestige on those titles, defending them every week, if you will. And I could see them going on both shows and literally being those type of champions, looking for any kind of challenge. And if any title is going to change hands here, if there's going to be a pop for a title changing hands, I think it's this one. I think we're going to have new women's tag team champions in Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, so my pick. And new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
So yes, we got the Kabuki Warriors taking on Black Girl Magic. And yeah, I feel the Magic's gonna shine through, to be honest, man. Like the ultimate power team of Jade and Bianca, yeah, they're going through the motions right now. They're gonna be champions together, have a nice run with those belts, man. Do something special, especially as now Damage Control's on Raw. They're gonna be like, moving on to different stories and everything. But I think the real story is here is Bianca and Jade befriending each other before eventually they end up fighting each other as wrestling would go. But yeah, to do that, they're gonna need belts, as like a lot of these feuds do take this route where they're champions, they split up and then they fight, and this is no different. So Jade and Bianca for the win.
Harder than I thought. I've always called these two to be the next tag team champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. You could just see them as the women's tag team. But do we do it straight away, or does it happen a bit further down the line? And that's the part that goes for me. I kind of want to say Bianca and Jade for the win. I see it happening, but is it too soon? Is it too soon within the team? The Kabuki Warriors have just won it. What happens to them? Like, they're just on Raw with nothing but Becky to chase. But obviously, with the tag titles, can go all over the place. I believe that there is a lot of money in Jade Cargill, the star attraction, and Bianca Belair is that person. So having them being on both shows has maybe a bit more weight than Asuka and Kairi. I'm really torn with this one. I'm just going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say Kabuki Warriors to retain, but very soon Bianca and Jade will be your women's tag team champions, but not yet. So Kabuki Warriors of Damage Control to retain. God, I hope I'm right.